evaluation so they could drive it and all this stuff, and so we would always tease him. Well, then he passed, and then we lost our keys, and so we, well, you know, we're like, to the directions right away, and we'll go 405.
But if you don't feel comfortable going that way, because that's not the way you go.
I don't go anyway. I don't go. I don't go.
You don't go?
I don't go. So we're gonna go 405.
You should go that way. You know what I mean? I think I'll be able to attach my phone to it. Like, I can't do that with any car.
And the Seahawks players, a lot of the Seahawks players live on Lake Washington, along with like Microsoft guy, you know, and those people, Bill Gates and
Big
whatever.
wigs.
Yeah. University of Washington. And then right behind it, right there, is the UW hospital. So that's the training hospital, the UW. Our flag is not a waving.
Oh, there's no checkers.
No, yeah, there's no check. You just walk around, you put all the stuff in your bag, and you scan it when you walk in, and then it opens, and then you put all the stuff in your cart or your bag, scan, and then like scan your phone and you leave.
That's pretty cool. Looking up your sunroof is pretty cool.
Oh my goodness. So somebody lives up in the top of that building up there, and they have it on TV. I think this is Smith, I'm assuming, up further. So here, let me just- So I don't know. Oh, can I turn it? Keep right.
I don't see it.
Do not. This is do not. Sorry. Do you
I
wanna
would
turn
go
here?
in.
Turn.
I would
Oh
see.
my god.
Or do you want to go up to the next one and see what's the
Road
next one?
work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it.
Yeah,
There's
Weekday special, Monday through Friday. Enter after 4 p.m., exit before 10.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, now you want to pay attention, but you weren't.
Ugh. Shit. I don't like it when people are. Okay, well, let's just park it in a.
Whatever you think.
Was there $15?
I might not take it either. I mean, it might be cold in the shade, but you're going to be like going in and out.
Guys, so we're in Seattle now, and we're gonna go to the marketplace and stuff. So get you then.
$3 an hour. So is that better work than the other one?
Yeah, it's better. Cause...
Angle park, driver's side.
Hi. Will you carry me? Where's the little seat that you sit on and it like brings you up? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. We literally. Look at that octopus. It's disgusting. Hey, we're ready to catch one.
Yeah.
Jump going. Guys, a little way away. That's the guy. They just
So this is the
I just saw the croutons there and I'm like, those look
Here, ask if you want. And so down there is where they actually roast and like
What I like about there is when you bring it up, you can say save it.
Brad had to go from the back.
To start. So my hands are very shaky, so this is not going to be bad for you.
Ah, I've never actually seen anybody do
I
that.
missed it!
Thank
Darn
you.
it all!
I know, I'm sorry.
I was looking down, so you didn't even tell me.
I would say pouring out some, or measuring the water. We do have everything by weight here, because in the same vein as like baking, weighing things out is a lot more consistent yield than if you were to like do things by volume. So for this, I'm just doing about 385 grams of water.
Sherry, you can never do it.
No.
She does not measure things.
Good enough. It's like, oh, close enough and close enough.
Well, that's the beauty of like cooking versus baking. Cooking is passion. Cooking is like, man, as long as it's like eventually tastes good, like I can just do whatever.
Exactly.
Baking is it's a science. That's how my friend put it. It's science versus art. Let's see. All right. The halogen bulb heating element that we have down below is going to get that water to a boiling temperature. Earlier versions of this, when it was first invented, actually used an actual open flame or a Bunsen burner. But for safety purposes and for the convenience of just having to press a button to turn it on, we just have this little button. Then this guy here has a little paper filter that we have wedged between this little metal filter. Just unscrews like this and screws back on. And then it's got a spring system with a little hook on there so that we can lock it onto the bottom part here. And that's why that chain is kind of hanging off there, so that I can grab onto that and make sure everything's really secure. And you know what? I'm actually gonna...
It's our chemistry teacher.
I kind of had a feeling. I was like, let's just kind of pinpoint that.
Christian can talk to Mr. Barber and tell him what's happening.
So, what's happening right now, Mr. Barber? Hi. All right, excellent. So that little bit of water that's going to be sitting here at the bottom is what's going to keep that the water suspended up here, as well as the air pressure that is built up. We're going to lower the heat down so that nothing explodes or anything like that.
Oh, good.
All right. And just because of the temperature that this brews at higher than roughly like 212 degrees, which is the normal like 200 or like 195 that we normally brew at, it's only going to steep for about a minute and a half versus the 4 or 5 minutes that normal brew methods
Oh, okay.
So with that, I have a little stopwatch for counting up while I do this. I'm going to be moving in about 15 to 30 second intervals while I do this. And
Okay. Well, here we go.
the first 15 seconds are just me pouring in the coffee grounds and just kind of gently folding them into the water. There we go. Not trying to stir it too much or agitate it. We just want to make sure everything is really well saturated. Bam. Perfect. Now we're just going to let that rest for a little bit. Now what's happening is the coffee grounds that are exposed to the air up top are kind of forming this very soft shell crust. That's preventing the CO2 from the coffee beans from escaping. You can kind of see as it's trying to, as like little bubbles begin to form, but we actually want that CO2 to escape. Too much CO2 kind of contributes to the more roasty or like burnt notes in coffee that people kind of fear. So at roughly the 45-second mark in this brew process, I just break that crust and fold all that coffee in there. And you can actually see as that foam kind of turns to a more caramel color, that's all those gases escaping from the coffee beans. This also allows whatever coffee grounds were sitting up top to be more evenly incorporated into the rest of the brew. That way everything's just a little bit more evenly extracted. And like I said, it's a pretty short brew method itself. It's largely just the setup that takes a while. We only have about another 15 seconds or so until this is actually done. Let's see. It's a lot more interesting when I have like 6 of these going at the same time. And it's like, oh cool, I'm a scientist, but we're like a speed scientist, I guess. That's the thing, right? Awesome. And minute 30. We take that off the heat right here. I'm just gonna give this a few more stirs.
Because all those grains are going to stay in that little,
That is correct.
in the little filter.
That is correct. So that last little stir is to kind of create a cyclone on the inside of the flask. If you look very closely, you can actually see it kind of spinning, and that just allows for an easier siphon as it goes back down.
So as soon as you take it off the burner, it automatically starts to come down.
That is correct, yeah. There's no more heat kind of keeping that water at that same temperature that it was before. So as the heat like even just loses a little, or sorry, as it loses just even a little bit of heat, then that's when it will slowly begin to siphon back down. But because there's now a bunch of different things inside that water, it just goes down a little bit slower than it did when it rose. Perfect. And then you're going to see air re-enter the chamber in just a second here as it kind of shoots from the bottom
Oh
all
yeah.
the way to the top here. Excellent. Now I'm left with just a nice little dome shape of my coffee.
That's not hot for you?
This is relatively cool compared to the bottom. If I grabbed it like that, that hurts a lot.
Okay, don't do that. Don't do that.
This, for example, burning my skin off.
Exactly. Excellent. Now we just pour that into a vessel.
Wow, look at
Second.
that. Woo! Yay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Christian. That was awesome.
Careful.
Mr. Barber will enjoy it.
I cannot wait to hear what they think. Careful when you drink it. It was at boiling temperature a second ago, so it's going to be really, really hot. But otherwise, enjoy it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go look at the gift shop, and I think we only have like maybe 10 minutes.
Maybe I should go back. Over here where you not see the tree. Ooh, that's pretty. And I think that
I guess they thought that it was just going to be such a feature that nobody would ever that the plan.
okay.
Head west on West Highland Drive towards 6th Avenue West.
Oh, not as good as the other one. The other one was like a clear view straight down the water. This must be the other lookout point he's talking about.
Turn right onto 7th Avenue West.
guys think about going up the Space Needle? I kind of feel like that was just enough right there.
In 1,000 feet,
Oh, yeah.
turn right onto West Caroline.
Penny, I'm.
And I think Canlis is up here on the right. Right here. This is Canlis.
Continue on the
Oh, right here.
Right there.
Yeah, that is right there, Canlis. This is Doug's friend, Chris Canlis. They own this. It's very expensive.
This is the Aurora Bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, giant white boat that ferry.
That's Gasworks Park right there. That's the other place the guy told us about going. It used to be the Gasworks, I guess. I don't know. And you can walk around it. It did have pretty views. I don't.
Am I taking a picture?
So we're gonna tailgate.
I got you lots of napkins.
You want some?
You got lots of napkins.
It might be just big hair. Hi, I'm the checker.
I think you're done.
I'm not having any.
Here you are. So I want to buy all this really, and I was just looking at my just for you stuff, but I don't. Good. Yeah.
It's Larry's barbecue restaurant and catering. Okay, let's go, boys. Just got Hey, boys, so we just got home from Seattle. It was a pretty fun day, as you can see. And we bought a lot of stuff. And I got better. But it's okay because we're going to the gym tomorrow. So, like, chill.